Welcome back and welcome to another Enchanted Fandom drinking vessel unboxing. It's the first of the year. This is the January Enchanted Fandom drinking vessel box. It's a smaller one this month. As always, I will leave a discount code in the description box below, as well as a link to the Enchanted Fandom website so that you can order. I believe February's box, as I'm filming this, is still available. And then as soon as February hits, March's box will be up. And then you can use my discount code on their regular boxes or on other drinking vessels on their website or in their Etsy shop. That's the most exciting part. You know, I have other Enchanted Fandom drinking vessels. So I have slit the top of the box, as you can see, but rather handily inside we have another white box, because the first thing in this box is always the recipe card, and this recipe card always has 2 recipes on it, so it's double duty recipe card. And this month we have the Jilly Water, which is the non-alcoholic recipe, which is fabulous for this time of year. It's basically a cucumber mint water, and the recipe makes a whole pitcher's worth. And then on the other side, the one that I'm interested in is the Potter's Adult Pumpkin Juice, which is a sort of apple pumpkin bourbon drink. So I'm really excited to make this. But before we go into the kitchen and start making, of course, we have to see what's in our actual drinking vessel box. So here I have the box within a box. The box within a box. Very exciting. Oh, it's taped as well. You know, this is always a true unboxing. I never see what's in here. I avoid spoilers online when I'm going through Enchanted Fandom stories on Instagram. If it says there's going to be a spoiler alert, I click forward. Do not watch. Oh, we've got some bubble wrap. Ooh. Can't even see what it is. We've got bubble wrap and tissue paper. Oh, goodness. Literally don't know what it is. Ooh. Oh, it's a glass. Oh my goodness. Look at this glass. It's a Harry Potter glass. It's so simple. I love it. And it's really thick. Like, it's not, I can see how it's managed to survive coming through the mail. You can't really even see. I need to put like some coloured tissue paper or something in here. Let me see if I put this in here. Can you see the white? Or maybe what we need to do is we need to make the recipe. Can you see the design on that? No, that's made it worse. What we need to do is we need to make the recipe, pour it into the glass, and then you'll see the true design. So let's go try out this. What are we making again? We are making Potter's Adult Pumpkin Juice. I've got my pumpkin. I'm ready to go. Okay, so we are making the Potter's Adult Pumpkin Juice, and this one uses cider and bourbon as its alcohol. So 2 things I am okay with. The first step of this one is dipping your glass in a sugar rim. You know I don't do sticky, so I'm not going to be doing that. And the second step is to half fill the glass with ice, so I've got that one. Then we're putting all the ingredients into our cocktail shaker and shaking vigorously. However, I feel like if I put my apple cider in, it's going to fizz up, so I'm going to put the ingredients aside from the apple cider in and then top it up and stir it with a spoon for the apple cider. So, right, so we need a tablespoon of the pumpkin puree. So I've got my pumpkin puree here. I'm quite pleased to have this actually, because there was a recipe that uses some pumpkin puree that I wanted to try out, like a sort of oatmeal type recipe. So now I have that, I get to try that out. So I put that in my cocktail shaker. It smells really good. It smells like Thanksgiving. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Let me check which might, that's 1/8 teaspoon. That's funny. That's my pumpkin spice. It's going to smell even more like Thanksgiving in a moment. There we go. I just realised I forgot my sugar, so I'm going to go and get that. Got my sugar now. Did not read the sugar part. Feel very disorganised today. I've got my eyes. I'm glad that these are long handles, so I don't have to go too far into the sticky sugar bag. Right. And now the important part that we're going to shake it up with, the bourbon. And this is 1.5 ounces of bourbon, or 1.5 ounces. So where 1.5 ounces came from. So I'm hoping that we've got enough left. Hard to tell with these big bottles. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? That's serendipity if ever there was one. It's like the perfect measure that we had left. And there's another bottle gone out my cupboard, but it does mean that we need more bourbon now. Those of you who know me know that I'm more into Scotch anyway. Right, you ready for the shaking part? Put on some ambient shaking music. And now I'm going to stir in my 1/2 cup of cider. I have rosé cider and it's Colorado cider as well. So I hope that this isn't going to affect the colour too much, the fact that we've got pink cider to go with what looks like a very orange drink. So pour that in. I think I was right not to shake it because it's quite fizzy. And then stir that up. I hope you appreciate that I'm using an actual bar spoon for this. Okay, it's still orange, we're okay. We're okay. And then I'm going to strain this into my glass and see how it tastes. It tastes like licking that spoon. It's like it's familiar somehow. I've had some kind of like apple whiskey cocktail recently. And this is where we're going to see the design come out on the glass because it's hard to show you otherwise. I think I've had some kind of like apple old-fashioned type thing. I might just pop another ice cube in there just to make it stand up a little bit so you can see the design even better. Let's hoik out a couple more ice cubes. And we're gonna get even more pumpkin spice in there as well. Okay, are you ready to see how it looks in the glass? Oh my goodness, we've got condensation so you can't see this design. Oh, that's so funny. I'm trying really hard to show you this design. Maybe I'll pop some iced coffee in there so it's not too cold and you can see the design. Oh my goodness. Okay, the proof's in the tasting. Let's try it. Oh, that is nice. I think if you don't like a more sour drink, you'd be better to put some more sugar in this, but then having the cinnamon sugar on the rim would give you that, and I don't do that because I don't do sticky, but yes, some maple syrup would work really well in this actually, so having like a maple syrup design on the glass. But this is perfect for me because I don't mind a sour, so it's kind of a bit like a whiskey sour, but like an apple spiced whiskey sour. So you get your spiced cider in winter, it's like that but mixed with a whiskey sour. I like it. It does remind me of like an old fashioned I've had in a restaurant somewhere. Yep, I'd happily drink that. Thumbs up from me. So what I decided to try was putting my cocktail into a different glass and putting some Diet Coke in here so that you could see that this wine glass holds a whole can of Diet Coke. So if you're not a drinker, it's still epic, and you can see the design a lot better. I'm like looking, can we see the design a lot better? You can see the design a lot better with this in, and the Diet Coke wasn't so cold that we got some condensation on here. And then what I did was I put my cocktail into a different Enchanted Fandom Harry Potter drinking vessel, and it looks amazing in there because it's all orange. So this is going to go into the fridge for me to have later during cocktail hour. I'm obviously going to drink this now because it's a can of Diet Coke. We don't waste Diet Coke. This is my Potter's Adult Pumpkin Juice, which I will enjoy later in a previous Enchanted Fandom drinking vessel glass. These glitter wine glasses are in their shop, so you can use my discount code on them. And these also hold a whole can of Coke as well. Not too much difference between the size. And then this is this month's drinking vessel. I will be back with obviously next month's drinking vessel. I have heard that February is possibly going to be featuring Baby Yoda, so that's very exciting. We don't know, we've only had the hints, so make sure you are subscribed so that lands in your subscription feed. I personally just love an old fashioned, but I would love to hear in the comments what your favourite cocktail is, and if you would like this pumpkin spice cocktail. Not everybody's a pumpkin spice fan, I am, not everybody is. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I say, make sure you're subscribed. I will have movie reviews up for you on Sunday and some more bookish content for you next week. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.